Hey guys, let's give this a try. I'm making a tutorial on items and basic sorting. So let's get started. The first thing you'll definitely need is the red X's there means that there's going to be things that spawn, so I should absolutely cover that up. But for now, first thing you need is obsidian. And the reason you need obsidian is you need hardened glass. And hardened glass is, you're going to have to grind this stuff up, so you're going to have to powderize it. And then once it's powderized, you add lead, and then it becomes hardened glass. Hardened glass, I don't think you actually need it, but it's very, very useful to see if stuff is transporting in the item duct tubes, which is going to be what you use. Sorry if this doesn't make sense, but it will at the end. You may have to replay this a few times. So, what am I doing here? I'm getting the obsidian. And I need to cover this up. So, 1 second as I cover this stuff up. Nah. So if anything spawns there, yeah, anything spawns here, it's not going to go anywhere. There's some pitchable here, so I'm like, meh. Okay, so I think that's all good. Hopefully this is safe, otherwise I'm going to lose my whole base. Dink. So, up into my crafting area. Got some good stuff going on. Yeah, I do some hoarding, so this is trophy for me. This is like money in the bank. And I really have not even used that much of the first one, so I've got more than enough. I am feeling wealthy because of that. Yeah, and I fence off this area because stuff forms. No, not going to need it. But let's get back to the chingadera. Alright. The induction smelter and the pulverizer is going to be what you need. So I'm going to open this up, turn that off, and then obsidian. So it's going to smash this into a fine dust, and then with that dust you get 4 per unit, so 2 obsidian per stack. Once you have that stack, you go to the induction smelter, pulverized obsidian, 8 units, 1 unit of lead. You'll see it's going to go 0.8, 0.8, and you have now 2 hardened glass. So basically, yeah, I've got it kicked out over here. I've done this before. So there's some hardened glass. So 1 hardened glass per obsidian is how it breaks down. Let's do some more for next time. I'm always needing hardened glass, and that's some good stuff. So, next thing we need is tin. Tin, 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 tin. Yeah, I got a bit of stuff. And I got a lot of junk in my inventory, as you can tell. So, tin, hardened glass. This gets you your item duct, and that is actually a transparent item duct. So I've got tons of them, but screw it, let's add some more. I now have item ducts. With it, you'll definitely need the crescent hammer. One of the other items you'll need, because it seems to be hand in hand, is nope, is that one? Yeah, this is where I got it. Any gem will work. I like ruby. I like the ruby. So let's go up. I've already got this started, so I've already got stuff going on here. Let's just get rid of this one, because I've already emptied that one out, and I can definitely use it. Oh, I can't pick up the chest from here? How about now? Yeah. So, what I need, as you can see, I've got tons of stuff. Oh, here it is. Ruby saw. To make a ruby saw, it's like a stick, but made of stone, and you get 2 of these for 2 stone. That is going to be the backing of the blade. You'll also need to get 2 sticks. And So the two sticks are going to be the handle, stone for the backing, and then the blade. You can use metal, you can use stone, but this one gives you the ruby one, which is amazing on I can't show off how much damage it has. I've been using it constantly, and you still see just a full green bar. That's how you make it. Not going to waste resources. With that, you can then cut stone. And to make the panels, oh crap, I don't need that many, just one. You can cut anything. Yeah, I know, doctors think it's a heart problem. So I held down the left shift, left clicked, and I got all of these things. So I now have cobblestone covers. And what does this do? Well, it gives you this nice grid. The box in the center means you're going to drop it straight on. The one here means it's going to be on the top side, the bottom side, the left side, and the right side. So that's how you can bend around corners, and that's what the little grid means. So, dink! And it gets annoying to have that grid, but there you go. You've got it covered. The pipe is underneath. So I've done that with dirt, so the pipe is underneath, and you can see there's tons of piping. So these covers come in very, very handy in addition to the piping. This is actually rather easy. At first I thought it was very, very complex, but it's not. Well, nothing's complex if you understand it. That's one of the odd things about being human. You know, you understand it? Easy peasy. So this is, we already made the item ducts, the hardened glass and the tin, and with it, you dink, dink, dink. You'll notice nothing happens. Let me show off the system. It's gonna, ideally, it's gonna pull out of here, and I got a lot of dirt and a lot of stone here. It's gonna pull it out, run it along here. Yeah, I've got it all the way down there. Down, around, and it comes up. The one thing I've learned is that if you put like one of these, let me just go ahead and get one. Yes, I've done one with stone already. Dink. If you put one here and then another item duct here, it will actually pass through the stone into the item duct that's up here, and it will completely come to a stop. Because even though it shows the item is in the block up here, well, let me just go ahead and do that. Dink. It will actually pass through this flat stone into here and stop. It'll do absolutely nothing because the items are still located here, even though visually it's here, and even if it's visually here or here, it may absolutely disappear. So you think you've lost your items. You haven't. So the rule to this is, come on, you can do it. Do not have a stone block, stone cover blocking the pipe when there's pipe on the other side. It'll just transfer through. It's a little glitch, but this is very absolutely acceptable. The stuff loves to go in a straight line. So it comes up here, bends, straight line, straight line, straight line, straight line, and then up. Now I've put these stone things in between because if you don't, it really randomly picks left and right. So will it go all the way to the end? Meh. It does it randomly. It really does. It doesn't actually sort it out. So you have to... So again, let's do this. So I want the block to wrap around the top, so instead of being in the square, that will place it there. But if I touch here, well, because it's blocked, it'll actually put the cover in front of me. See? So let's clear that out. Back to this. I click here, it's going to lay the brick on top. Here, so it really is what you're touching. So the mouse is touching the duct, so I get the options. I'm still touching a duct, so I still get the options from the previous brick. I move down, I'm not touching the duct, I have a new option. And there's no way to put it there. So let's put it where I want it to. Dink. Now, if I do it from here and say I want to wrap on the bottom, you'll see that it's the bottom of the brick, that's the top of the brick. So that's what causes the up and down motion. So you want to go from here to here, and I am OCPC. Oh, come on, not now. Ugh. Keyboard glitch. The keyboard is turned off and it's stuck in the move right. I unconnect the connection. I know, this is so noobish. Yeah. Keyboard is now attached again. Can I stop moving? Thank you. Okay, back to what I was saying. So to make it nice and clean, let's do top here, top here, top here. So now we've got this nice flat thing, and I can do the same from the bottom. The problem, no, I can't. It's going to spaz. Anyways, so this forces, the corner is going to be nice and clean. Now it's going to be a straight line. It ignores the rest. The plate will block it from anything else. Nice clean line. There is no duct on the other side, so it's going to make the turn. No duct on the other side, so it's going to make the turn. So this is going to be a successful connection. And finally, it goes into here. Now, let's get going, shall we? Okay, with all that said, our goal is to pull from one item. All this stuff, I've got tons of stuff here. This is my original vanilla style. I got tons and tons of garbage. I've got tons and tons of garbage. And I'm a hoarder, so I'm hanging on to all of it. So as you can see, Indiana Jones, anyone? So I have hoarded. Absolutely hoarded. Let me make some dirt ones. So I don't know where I'm going to get some dirt from. I don't know. Sarcasm. So here it is. Hold down the left shift, left click, and this will continue. And now I've got some dirt covers. Cover this up because, you know, it still fully functions and it still works just fine. Eventually this will cover over with grass just like everything else. Alright, moving on. Screw it. Let me just drop that off. Drop that off. Drop that off. Drop that off. I don't need those! This is garbage. Let's hang on to some stone covers. So what I did, let me back up a little. The only way to get these off is you need this crescent hammer. It's a wrench, it's called a crescent hammer. And the way you make it is, I don't have any tin, but you put tin in the middle. Once you get the tin, this crescent hammer shows up. Or type in crescent hammer and it will show you how to make it. For example, let's just say hammer. Easier to spell. Tons of them, but there it is. So you got tin in the middle, iron around, you get the crescent hammer. So with the crescent hammer, you easily knock these off. You hold the left shift and then right click. So, and then and it's just any duct. So let's drop some ducts here. Quack, quack. So we now have ducts attached. Nothing is happening because blue means push. You can kind of see the arrow up. The long one is the back of the arrow. The two squares are the top. So the first thing we need is servos. You can see mnemonic servo connected or installed and another mnemonic servo connected. The only way you can actually access this, you know, if you got something in your hand, nothing. You've got absolutely nothing. Go to a blank one and now you've got access to, there we go. That should clear out this area over here. Okay, so to get back to what I was saying, nothing in your hand, right click. It gets to this. And all we need to do is set it to low. Set it to low. That's step one. Items in here, nothing is being pulled. This one pulls from this quarter of a chest, or this half of the chest. This one pulls from this half, which is, one of them is the bottom, and one is the top. So, to get it to pull, We've got the servo installed. We set it to low. Right click. That red arrow should point downwards. So if it's a dull red, it's just going to not do anything. It has to be a bright red like that. So as you can see, it started pulling from the top. So the right one is the top, left one is the bottom. Now we're going to do the same. We're going to do the same here. Now it's going to automatically start pulling out. Now it's going to pull out only the stuff which already has connections. So if you've got nothing connected, nothing will be pulled out. So as you can see, this stuff is coming along. Oh, come on, hello. Oh, hello. So the dirt will go into the dirt. Stone is along the top. And let me fix this. Dink. So 2 clicks will break the connection. This connection is stored here in this center brick. So you can actually remove the chest and then add whatever you want and nothing will be connected because this block will remember exactly where it needs to go. So as we can tell, it's going into the barrels. And this one is full up, 128. Let's talk about barrels, shall we? Barrels are rather easy and rather enjoyable to make. We start off with, you got to stick with the same type of wood, so I'm going with oak. This is going to be the top cap. And then the rest actually has to be the original block of wood. So it's rather expensive, but then you get these wood oak barrels. Those hold 64. So, but you'll see that there's a gray line all the way across. These hold up to 128. And as you can see, this one's already maxed out. So 64. You don't have to do this, but the next step to make the greater one, as you can see, I've got oak barrel and oak barrel. Oh, come on. What are you doing? Forget it then. There. Nah. Nah. What is wrong with you? Apparently 4 is the max. That sucks. Okay, so stack of 4. What I need is now a funnel. And a funnel is easily as I don't look pro. And this is my trick. So I make a shape, move one. Voila, I don't have to worry about nicking the corner. Throw this down, and this makes you a hopper. Barrel above, barrel below, hopper. This makes a large oak. With the large oak, let's drop it down, shall we? That one's easy. Now, if I click here, I throw it in. And that's not right. I was left clicking to pull it out. Hold down left shift, right click, voila, new barrel. If now I need to connect it. Let's connect it first. Oh, I right clicked. It threw it in it. So I have to left click to pull it out. So to make it stick, you hold down left shift, right click, left shift, right click. And again, you'll notice that we have it connected. We don't want that. We want it to make the complete lap. So let's get our stuff, not the center. We go to the top, dink, and there we go. We've now expanded our little barrel stuff by one more set of blocks. If I just have it start pulling inventories from stuff, the first item that comes along that hasn't been filtered out by dirt, netherrock, dirt. If it hasn't been filtered out, whatever is the next one will fall into here and they'll automatically fill. I'm rather controlling. So let's do this. Now, why don't I just go ahead and do this? There's no way to drop off one item into the thing. So if you right click, you drop off your whole stack. Left click to get everything except for the last one. Left click again and you pull out the last one. So, but if you want only one, it's you hold the left shift and left click, and you get just one. Now, cobblestone. So to avoid, perfect example. So there we go. Right click to get it in, left click to get out everything but one. You'll see our stack is merged with other stone. But anyways, it would have been 63. So now we have marked off that whatever's going to be in here, it's going to be cobblestone. Dirt, dirt, dirt. And this is going to be nether brick. So, with that said, let's talk about this. This storage is, it's going to be treated like two separate boxes, even though it looks like one. And there's no connection, so it's going to skip through it. This item is almost filled. It has one block left. Now, if there is two blocks empty. So if there's 2 blocks here, it will fill it, and then the rest of the stuff will just bounce around within the inventory and choke down some CPU as it's just floating items. So we want to make sure that we take care of everything. How do we separate this out into separate chests? That is rather difficult. So what we need is an upgrade. Wood planks in the middle, and I don't have enough iron. Oh my god. Where's my iron? Oh, I don't have any iron up here. 1 second, I'll be right back. Well, that was absolutely embarrassing. So back to what I was saying. Now that I've got some iron, you finish a wraparound. So 1 wood plank of any choice, iron around, and you get a wood to iron chest upgrade. So let's drop it on. What you do is you just right click and there you go. This one I want to have as my food box. So let me just turn that one around. Nope. Really? I can't spin that around? Weird. Okay, these boxes you can't spin around. So this wrench is unable to spin around, where if you right click any other box, you can spin it around. So this is a glitch. It's some minor details that need to be fixed. So let's move on, shall we? I want to make this my food box, so I want a handful of food to go into it. Do I have enough iron? No, I don't have enough iron. I was going to make another upgrade and upgrade the other box, but let's figure this out. Maybe as I run around, I can get it done. So where was I going with this? 1 second, get my thoughts together. Yes, I was going to get a servo, because the only way you can actually tell the system what you want in it is by attaching a servo to the backside. So we definitely have a servo here. Oh, no I don't. If you have an empty hand, you right click, it'll tell you a pneumatic servo must be installed for control. So it doesn't automatically come with one, so in order to do so, you need to make a servo. So let's run around and make a servo. Servos are nice. They are rather pleasant. So, redstone in the middle, iron, and glass. And there we go. I definitely want 2 of them, so there we go. We now have 2 servos. Servo is easy to install. You want to right click, and what it does, it actually installs it on the item duct itself in the center of the block. So there we go. We've got 2 item ducts installed on both of them, even if there is no connection. So you move the mouse, you see how it outlines the box in front of it? There we go. And you have to have an empty hand to edit this. So we don't want anything special. We don't this, it gets further advanced. If you want to say, hey, I want it in this specific box, you throw a red torch on and you choose this one. So redstone control high. This one means no power at all, which means it's automatically going to drop in. With that said, this is the next key thing. It's a blacklist. This says I want everything here but XYZ. You've got 9 items to throw in here for now. I know I should know this one. I know I should know this one, but I don't. So let's look at. So I want only a handful of things. I want specifically a few things in this box, and I want my food. So I turn on the whitelist, and now it says anything listed here will go into the box, which means I have to now find my food items that I want and be like, let's get them, shall we? Let me drop off some garbage here. So food items. Apples are common. Yep. That is very common. Yep. Mushrooms, meh, not so common. Where's my bread? I know I've got bread. Oh, I got bread in my inventory. I consider the trees part of the food items. Let's stick with that for now. So, here we go. And we click on this with an empty hand. Otherwise, you get nothing. So, empty hand. Let's just say we want a food. You'll notice I've got 18 of these. Left click, I still have 18. It just stored that information here so that it automatically transferred. So I'm going to do that with each of my food items. And voila. I left click on the wrong square, so it deletes it. With that, check it out. Really, that's not many food items. Let me see if I can find more. I know I've got other stuff. And this will sort out all the food into that area. So what do I got that's food here? Well, apples already got recorded. I should be more organized than this, especially for a tutorial. How much of this stuff? This is my food box. Ponder. Already got that one. Let's put that one as a food item. So 3 more. Potato, raw beef, pork chop. So I know I picked 4 items. Let's choose one. So again, I need an empty hand for that. Let's say pork, beef, and potato. I do have 4 items. The tree I'm going to leave off. I may just make the next one over a forest thing. But this is all how you decide it. If you use specific things like, hey, I want all my hammers and pickaxes and shovels to go in one, you tell it to go in here, and it'll filter out. Although, if you say, hey, I want all my dirt and stone in here, it's going to fill up these first, and then that one. Let's give it a try, shall we? And this is going to take a bit of time. So this one is already empty. And there we go. So it pulls the item out. And this is why you want the hardened stone, so you can actually see through. It's going to come along here, underneath here, and then fill those items. There we go. There it is. Let's make this a little quicker, shall we? I want that to go up there. There we go. Now, it might cause an issue here because it's a straight line. And there we go. It's all there. Let me put everything back. There we go. So let's take a peek at what's all in here. So these are all the items I have said go there. As I eat my own words. Why did this go here? Do I have to cycle it? Nah. Weird. I do not know why the jungle tree showed up here. It might be going off of metadata. So because it matches this one, does that make sense? Or did it name tree sapling? tree sapling. That might be it. So this one, metadata, is recognizing as tree sapling. Minecraft, 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 Minecraft. That doesn't make any sense. Either way, that is exactly what I want, and I'm able to filter out 10 different items. Now, let's do the last little bit. This should be completely empty now. Yeah! To remove these items, you hold down left shift and then right click, and you'll get both the pipe and the pneumatic servo back. Let's clear this one off. And now let's lay down some pipe. Not a sexual reference. Dink, 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 dink. And again, we repeat the process. The link here does not matter. So we throw it in, throw it in. Now our hand is empty. Open it up, set it to low. Open it up, set it to low. Now we tell it to pull from it. And with that said, it'll pull from the top and the bottom. Like I said, the first 3 is going to be one box, and the bottom 3 another box. And it's pulling out all of it. It's running it over down to here. So it's going to take a moment, but you'll notice that the stone is located on the top. This one is full now, but you notice there's no gray bar here. That's not good. I thought I got a large one. That's the large one. Why did I not do that? I don't know. There we go. So now we have got a gray bar, which means that's the large one. Because I didn't put anything in it, the first thing that came around filled it up, which I lucked out. And this fills up to 128 stacks. So the way you read it is 128 stacks of 64 items per stack. Do the math, and that's a shit ton of stuff. You right click with the hammer and it will rotate it. Sometimes these things are not properly in the upright position, and you just have to hit it with the wrench and that will spin it. So as you can see, we took almost all of the cobblestone and filled it up into here. It's not a complete 64 blocks to fill a double chest, but this is greater than 4 chests worth, and that's what we're doing. So now let's take a peek. Now if you right click with this, it's going to flip the face to the other side. We can still access it from this side, it just meh, and at this point it's empty, which means again we can clear it off, and now it's gone. We now have it nicely sorted. The last thing I'd like to do is actually, let's clear this off. I'm going to place a dirt one there. Now these dirt patches should cover up, but it might not. Either way, let's continue. So what I'd like to do, dink, and there we go. Now I'm going to throw a chest onto here, and what this is going to do for me, let me pull off the servos. Now you don't see the connection here, but the servos are still there. Dink, we get the pipe and the servo back because it stores it into the main block. Okay, let's finish this up. I'll definitely have to make another servo because I'm doing 2 at a time. So there we go. Servo has been installed, and we want this to be pulled from. You see that it's not red. It's kind of a dark red. It's kind of like old blood. And there, we switched it to non, which means it's now on. So this, anytime we come out of, over here I've got the nether. So anytime I come out of the, I heard a hiss. Sorry, little jumpy. Once I come out of the nether, I run over here and I just drop off my garbage. And it should auto sort. So let's get back to this, put in that. Now, one last thing about this, you have to have the item below it. Above it, no good. There we go. And to make the panels, you have to put the saw above and the saw below. Let me show you something. Your inventory works just as good. See? Dink. And there we go. Dirt covers. Dink. And I can actually cover this up with single blocks of dirt. Where will I find dirt? I don't know. It's so confusing. Nope. That was not it. Not it. Right click. Right click. Right click. Do I have to have an empty item slot for this? There we go. I'm holding down the left shift and then left clicking to get out a single item. With the single item, yeah. And you notice you can actually see through that. To fix that, you need to have at least 8. And there we go. This is that item. And what it is, let me pick this off. And again, it follows the same rule. Oh, hey, that center block is so big. Dink! So this has a hole in the center, which means that when you take the chest and say, dink, voila, you can't tell that there's anything under it. Yoink. Let's look at the servo. It's still good. So the servo goes through, it connects to the chest, and dink, as you can see, it pulls from it. And voila, we are good. So this, I got my trash can to throw out all of the garbage, and then this is any item will automatically be sorted over here. So let's throw this in, shall we? And it's going to appear here. This video has gone on long enough, and hopefully that has shown off all the things you need to get your basic sorting system done. I absolutely love the barrels. There's more to it, and you can make a whole row of these little guys. But for now, this area is nothing but stone and cobblestone. And what I'm going to do is make another chest of just garbage stone. And what do I mean by garbage stone? This is garbage stone. Quartz and whatever, more quartz. And I'm just going to take this stuff and make it garbage stone box. So whatever didn't get filtered out here will get dropped onto here. All the food gets dropped onto there, and then everything that's left will go to here. I may make another chest. I may remove that one and make another chest of nether stuff, nether ore. I might just do that now. But that is the end of the tutorial. Thank you for watching. Hopefully this helps clarify tons of stuff. And then once you're all done, dink, you can cover it up so it looks sexy. But that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.